what's up? It's Kumerai Fang here. Never thought I'd be doing this again. I mean, I haven't reviewed a relevant pop song since, geez, over 4 years ago. Man, I feel out of practice now. Damn. Okay. Where do I usually start in these? I'm on my way. Yeah, that works. So, you know this guy, Ed Sheeran? He's kind of a big deal. He had a few top 10 hits over the last decade. He had a few #1 hits over the last decade. He made my favorite hit song of 2017 and now has a top 5 hit in 2021. You know, that Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is a bit of an anomaly in pop music, at least for me. Because at his best, I really love the guy, and at his worst, I find him to be a mild irritation. Although, he does try to be more than that from time to time. Ugh. I seem to be more forgiving of Ed Sheeran than some of my peers are. I remember being one of the few people willing to defend Shape of You. I actually like Thinking Out Loud. His verse on Endgame was perfection. And I actually like a few of the songs in that collaborative album he made in 2019. In fact, one of them was so good it actually made the 2019 best list. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, I came to vibe, yeah. On something, I wanna buy. So yeah, safe to say that I actually like this guy. Even on songs that I hate, like River by Eminem, Ed Sheeran still manages to be the best part of the song. And I'd probably despise I Don't Care with a fury if Ed Sheeran wasn't one of the 2 people on it. What I will acknowledge is that one of Ed Sheeran's faults is that he has a tendency to be boring. I remember when Perfect became a hit, and I also remember that when I listened to it, I fell asleep at my desk. I hold this man to a high standard when it comes to his music because he has the ability to make really great songs. Hell, some of them actually became hits. Don't win my love, that heart is so cold. So yeah, that just about covers this guy's history as well as what I think about him, so I should probably move on to talking about his latest single. For those who don't know, Ed Sheeran got married a few years ago and became a father last August. The background around this song centers around Sheeran's habits before his wife got pregnant, as well as what eventually led him to kick those habits. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone. Yeah, being a pop star does have its perks, but when you're becoming a parent, some of those perks quickly turn into detriments. Kinda goes without saying that you need to be sober if you're gonna drive your spouse to the hospital. There's not a lot of structure in this line of work, and it often encourages late nights, drinking, and drugs. Granted, Sheeran doesn't go into real explicit detail in bad habits, though that may be because either A, he's making a concept album about this, or B, he wanted to keep this radio-friendly. Neither would surprise me. Either way, the lyrics are still well written, so there's a nice tick in the checkbox of things I expect from Ed Sheeran. Let's talk about the music now. The first thing I notice about this song is that it's leaning more onto the pop feel. The instruments all sound processed, but not in a way that gets under my skin. In all actuality, I think it works with Sheeran describing his bad habits. There's this strange mixture of euphoria and defeat in this song, which I don't think is an easy thing to pull off. The beat to this song would usually be attached to any party song, and with a change in lyrics, it wouldn't be out of place at one. Although, it would probably be a forgettable one. But attached to this song, it sheds a dark light on the scene, revealing some of its ugliness without losing any of its allure. Again, not an easy thing to pull off, and I'd argue that Ed Sheeran's performance on this track only enhances that feeling. Ed's vocals are hauntingly restrained, which was definitely an intentional choice. There's a sense of feeling trapped, but also an emotional attachment to all these bad habits. There are conflicting energies, and they weigh heavily on Ed to the point he's complacent in all of it. He isn't being overdramatic about, nor is he deflecting any of his problems. He's honest about them all, which makes it easier to empathize with him. I know that I feel sympathy for the guy whenever this song plays. Nothing quite tugs on the heartstrings like somebody struggling with something that they know is a problem. Not even the music video can take away that feeling, which is something considering how silly it all is. So, yeah, I really like this song. It's not one of Ed's greatest, but it accomplishes what it set out to do, and I do enjoy listening to it. I listen to it a lot, actually, because even though my bad habits aren't anywhere near as bad as Ed's, I do find a sense of comfort in it because it feels like when one struggles, you're not alone. And that's it for this video. I'm a little surprised I had this much to say about it, considering I haven't made a review in a while. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Before we go, I just want to give a quick thanks to my pups on Patreon, as well as a shout out to Louis Rivera, Matt Jenkins, Nick Cage, and a very special thank you to Ryan Iser, Temple, and Theater Kid Maddie. Thank you guys so much for your support. Up next, we got Coffee Crystals and Tunes, the Howlin' Hour, the Pup Tunes, as well as the next annual pup review for 2015. So don't miss it. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a howlin' good time.